The paralyzed old woman planned to murder her ex-boyfriend. She quietly turned her wheelchair around and deliberately bumped into the caregiver coming toward her. As the caregiver bent down to pick something up, she took the opportunity to steal a few items and hide them under the blanket covering her legs. With her best friend's help, the old woman secretly sneaked into the bathroom and forcefully climbed out the window. Although paralyzed for decades, she had developed incredible arm strength. Her clothes blended with the exterior wall and the flowers, perfectly camouflaging her from the gardener who was trimming the lawn. She climbed all the way up to the third floor, targeting the old man lying in bed. He had heart disease, so she had already bought a bunch of castor seeds online and extracted the toxic ricin. She planned to use a stolen syringe to kill him while he napped. However, the nursing home had equipped every resident with a health bracelet. If the heart stopped, it would trigger an alarm. Luckily, the old woman was an exception. She never charged her bracelet, so it showed as dead on the monitor. Now, she just needed to swap the bracelets to create the illusion that the old man was still alive. After killing him, she would return the same way, ensuring she had a perfect alibi. Although there was already a long line at the bathroom door, her friend kept blocking people from entering. When the director finally pushed open the bathroom door, the old woman was already back in her wheelchair.
You gonna help me wipe?
The final step was to swap the bracelet again. The nursing home planned a trip to the zoo, and the old woman and her friend quietly broke away from the group. They found a secluded corner where the only way to simulate a heart attack was to use an electric shock. Since the old woman was already paralyzed, she didn't need to worry about incontinence. As the red light on the bracelet flashed, the nursing home's monitor alerted the staff. Seeing the old man in critical condition, the caregiver rushed to the scene to perform CPR, but it was all in vain. The old women returned from the trip, walking past the body, their faces masked in sadness but secretly filled with joy. It was normal for residents to die in the nursing home, so no one suspected murder and no autopsy was performed. The caregiver assumed the old man's bracelet had run out of battery and casually plugged it into the charger. The old woman had already anticipated this. When no one was looking, she swapped the bracelet again, completing the murder. Decades earlier, the old woman and her friend had been the old man's girlfriends. They had all been members of a college club planning to attack a high school. But just before they took action, the man betrayed them and reported them to the police. The members scattered, and only the woman couldn't let go of the man. She ran outside, but the police mistook her for trying to assault them. She was shot in the waist and paralyzed, while the two women were imprisoned as terrorists for over a decade. So, when they reunited with the man in the nursing home, they silently swore to make him pay for his betrayal. The plan was going smoothly until, during the electric shock procedure, they were caught by the director. The director had always disliked the old woman and used this opportunity to threaten her with expulsion from the nursing home. With no other choice, the old woman prepared a surprise for the director. The director's death caused little stir. Everyone assumed it was an explosion caused by something she had cooked, but one caregiver didn't believe it. She had been on the phone with the director before the explosion, so she knew it was a murder. Also, the director had mentioned the old woman's strange electric shock actions. Looking at the monitor records, she noticed that the old man's heart rate had suddenly increased, something that wasn't typical of heart disease. It was clear that the bracelet had been swapped, so she decided to check the monitor to find the truth.